I think the girls will be glad that it's over.
Yeah, they will. They've not enjoyed it quite as much as us, have they?
No.
They have helped a bit.
Yeah, but spending your Saturday in a field while your mum and dad pick pumpkins, not most people's idea of fun. So yeah. So to harvest them, we go through and we cut them off the plant. So the stalk where they join onto the plant gets cut, and they leave them in the row, and then we'll go through and we'll normally size them so we know what size they are. And so we'll have a row of mediums, a row of large, and that makes it dead easy for going through with the tubs and just picking them straight into the tubs. So you've just picked a tub full of mediums, a tub full of large. Cutting them off the plants takes a bit of time, but it's necessary, and it's easier to go through and just do them all at once and then go through and pick them individually and then put them in the tubs. So we know that that tub's got mediums in, which means that when we're putting orders together, because customers order different sizes, different amounts of different sizes, it's easy to just pick out that drum and know, right, well, that's medium, that's large. Morning, how are you doing?
Morning.
So we've come to the end of the pumpkin job now, really. We cleared the field on Friday afternoon, which was a good do, really, because it rained all day yesterday, and the Saturday's been the day that we've been picking pumpkins, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was brilliant that we got them out in the
dry.
sunshine.
It's really muddy today, isn't it? Now.
It's
just as we've got all finished.
Yeah, come wet again, which sounds like I'm obsessed with the weather, but it makes the job a lot easier if it's dry and you're not fighting with the rain. So there was a reason for clearing the field. Well, there's a couple of reasons really. One is because it's a rented field, so we don't want to leave pumpkins. Pumpkins have a lot of seeds in, as a lot of you all know. If we leave them just to rot down, then those seeds end up in the soil, and potentially Howard would end up with
little surprise next year.
yeah, they'd be combining wheat and pumpkins, so that's not ideal. It's a rented field, like I said, so it's not really appropriate to just leave a mess. You should leave it really in as good a condition as possible. So it didn't take much doing. There was 3 of us at it, tractor and a trailer, and I'll include a bit of footage of the taking them. They went up to Tunstall Meats, and they've been fed to pigs. I didn't know how they were going to get hold of them, to be fair. I didn't know how pigs were going to eat them.
How they were going to bite into them?
Yeah, but
no, I know.
we saw that. Well, I went with Sam and we
they
fed
don't mess about, do they?
No, straight at them, and straight into them, and they won't last very long. So other reason for clearing the field was because of where it's been alongside the road. People have been helping themselves, which was quite annoying, really. We knew it was happening. Yes, we didn't do a lot to stop it, but equally, there's not really a lot we could do, short of putting an electric fence up, which I didn't really want to do.
No.
There's not really a lot we could do, and in fairness, that's been the biggest disappointment, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has really, yeah, because some went out of the shed, didn't they? We've got a little cabin where there's some potatoes and some pumpkins, and an honesty box, which wasn't being filled up, was it? So people were just helping themselves out of the shed and out of the field, and it's not on really, is it?
No, and that's like I say, that's more disappointing than having them left over, really. At least the ones that are left over have gone to be useful.
Yeah.
And there's some pigs are going to enjoy them, but there was quite a bit of money that didn't get put in the honesty box, so it won't be a problem next year, because like I say, the fields this year is alongside the road, where next year it ain't going to be, so that'll put an end to that.
Yeah, they were not just as easy to see, will they, up there?
And it's quite funny, obviously, where the field is, there's no houses around and about, so people think they're not getting seen.
Yeah.
But the reality is, we know it's been happening. I think the most entertaining one has been there was 2 open reach vans, scarpered pretty sharpish, and you're like,
Do you think they had a van full of pumpkins?
well, there's a reason why they cleared off that quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they
anyway.
weren't here fixing anything, were
No,
they?
no, they were. Yeah, there was somewhat dubious going on. So yeah, but it's been good fun. It's been a lot of work, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but we've enjoyed it, haven't we?
Yeah, and we're quite excited for next year.
Yes.
You were quite excited, were you?
Yeah, I've had my seed catalogue out. We're doing we're going to do quite a few more varieties of squash next year, aren't we? Because although we've had some of the orange carver type pumpkins left, we ran out of the squashes and the gourds and the sort of more unusual varieties a good 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that was a bit disappointing, really, because I think, that's what a lot of our customers wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
The greengrocers and the farm shops and things.
And this is one of the downsides of the pumpkin job, is that you are working to a day.
Yeah.
And after Tuesday morning, well, even tomorrow really, they're not worth anything,
no.
because everyone will have got what they wanted. And that's one thing that happened this week, was that the orders did slow down, didn't they?
Yeah, they did this week. I think everybody got what they needed.
Yeah. So we were sort of we have been delivering, but not like we had the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, so more squash. That means we can sort of supply more. But equally, we don't want to run out. The last thing we want to do is run out and be not able to supply our customers what they want.
Yeah, it's better to have a few left over than be running
and
out.
supply them to pigs.
Well, yeah.
Keep pigs happy.
Happy
Quite like that,
pigs.
don't we?
Yeah.
So it's been pretty good fun, and I think the girls will be glad that it's over. Cause
Yeah, they will. They've not enjoyed it quite as much as us, have they?
No.
They have helped a bit.
Yeah, but spending your Saturday in a field while your mum and dad pick pumpkins, not most people's idea of fun. So yeah, we've still got a few jobs to do. Like there's the sign that I put together for Burier ice cream that's got a banner on it alongside the railway. That's to dismantle. There's still some pumpkins in the yard.
Tidy up a
Where
bit.
Mike and Vicky, my brother and sister-in-law, they'll be taking some for their pigs.
They have some pigs, don't they? Just a few.
So yeah, they'll take some, and then we'll take the remainder up to the pigs up at Tunstall Meats, and get them away. And there's a few tubs to round up as well.
Yeah, we need to just get tidied up, don't we?
Put everything to bed and get sorted out, and then it's back to the day job. It's back to agriculture engineering, problem solving, and the videos will continue, because part of what doing the pumpkin ones was sort of get into the sort of way of doing this and continue it for JF Hudson, and we do quite a bit of different stuff, don't we? Really?
Yeah, it's so varied, isn't it? What you do, it's quite interesting. I think all the different, because week to week it can be completely different.
In fairness, that was one of the things I was meant to do last week, was to go down to Dorset, but that didn't happen. The customer I was going down to was actually away in Scotland, because it'd been half term. So, and really, he needs to be there just so that I go on and fit what's to be fitted, and we know that he's happy before I leave. Going down there while he's not there to then come home, and
It's
then
a long way to go back.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal really. So that's one job, and then there's quite a bit. Well, there's always. That's the other thing. In fairness, now's the time when pumpkin job's over, and customers that we went to see with the weeding machine earlier in the year, who are using it in pumpkins, now's the time when they'll be ordering them for next year, which sounds a long time in advance, but it'll soon be here, won't it?
It will. It'll soon be time to plant the next lot.
Yeah, it'll soon be. And we're not necessarily going to do any more area. We're just going to try and do a better job of what we.
Yeah, a bigger mix.
Yeah, bigger
of
mix.
Varieties.
Try and get more off the area that we are growing on. One of the things we're going to do is, obviously this year we destoned. Well, next year I'd like to try a stone burier, which is a different type of machine, but should do the same job. The reason being, the destoner is quite a long machine, and so the headlands, the bit at the ends of the rows, is quite big, and we should be able to gain 2 or 3 metres extra on every single bed at each end of the field, because the machine, a stone burier, isn't as long, and that in itself could potentially increase how much produce we get off the same area.
They're quite short rows, aren't they, this year?
Yeah, but it's trying to get better at what we do to make as much as possible out of the area we are growing. There is room for improvement in there.
No, absolutely.
But equally, we're learning as we go.
And we've only been doing this for three years. This is the third year.
This is third year.
So it is a learning curve.
So yeah, we'll be back for 2023. We've still got some seed left from this year, so
we've got some left over. So
yeah, we'll get the seed ordered and get planning.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you very much to all our customers.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you to Matt and for his help, the young lad that's been coming on the Saturday.
He's been brilliant.
He has been brilliant, to be fair. Yeah, just a couple of hours of his time just makes all the difference in getting the job done.
Extra pair of hands.
Yeah. So we'll see you next year. Thanks very much. And if you want to continue watching what we do the rest of the year, subscribe, like, share, comment. We'll read all the comments and we'll say what we need to say. And yeah. So yeah, thanks very much. See you again. Say?
I don't know.
Nor do I. We're just making this up as we go along. It's just not. It's just. What else was there to say other than about harvesting and picking and sizing? No, but if I've said but it's not a problem if I repeat myself because I can just cut it out.
Wanting to thank everybody, aren't we? That's the main job. And complain about the stealing.
Yeah. And how excited we are for next year.
Yeah.